with the weather with 7 First Alert Weather.
After 2 weeks off, the Lions are back at it this weekend, and their quest for the ultimate prize becomes simple. Win 2 games at home, New Orleans, for Super Bowl 59. But it's the playoffs, and this team knows they have a massive target on their back, and they can't be looking past their opponent. The Lions will host the Commanders on Saturday evening in the divisional round, and they enter this game as 8.5-point favorites. But Washington is quite talented themselves. Jaden Daniels is already emerging as a young superstar quarterback in the league and practically will his team to the postseason in just his rookie year. The Commanders also like to run a lot of no huddle, so that could keep the defense on their back heel. But don't worry, Dan Campbell and company have a plan for that.
Extremely impressive. Very, very impressive for anyone that young to do what he's doing. And doesn't look like he feels like a rookie. It feels like he understands the moment and is comfortable in it. And so our job on defense is trying to make him comfortable. And it's been a challenge for a lot of teams this year, but I'm excited to see what they do.
There's a number of things that have come up where they're not holding the football, and that's a substitution. So we'll be on that. We'll talk about all that pregame. We're going to be able to sub. We'll be able to sub, get in the packages we need to. And really it's when we have our groups that come in, we know we're matching in a huddle. We're hearing the calls, we come out and we're matching them, because then the official will get out and we're ready to play. We've been working it, talking it, seeing it. But it's challenging, because they'll do some third down now where they run out a jumbo tight end and he's like reporting and running and putting his hand in the ground and it's unbalanced. And, they're pretty creative with all that.
And we can expect the crowd to be loud on Saturday night, but the Lions are challenging them. Washington really feel it. They tweeted out on Friday afternoon the Ford Field decibel record that was set last year in the divisional round against the Bucs, 134.3. That is louder than a jet engine. I can only imagine what it's going to sound like if they can somehow break that. And that'll wrap it up for sports.
Let's see if they do. So, yeah, what an exciting day. We have so much going on. There's a Pistons game again this afternoon. We have the auto show and, of course, the big line. A lot of people out and about, and I know it's been a little tricky traveling. We've had the rain overnight, changing over to snow right now, moving through at this point, tapering off by noon, and then tumbling temperatures today. Temperatures will steadily be falling throughout the day today, and then turning dangerously cold as we get into early and middle part of next week. 35 degrees out there right now, kind of that wet snow coming down, a little bit of a mix in Detroit with temperatures above freezing. 28 is the wind chill and the northwest wind at 9. But we are seeing the tail end of this coming through, and you can just see a little bit of light snow passing through Troy into Macomb County, and then East Point, the Grosse Points, down toward Detroit, and then really starting to wrap things up Monroe. So we're already on the tail end of it. We'll get that just a little bit of leftover the next half hour to an hour as a cold front clears. And then we have a secondary front to the north, kind of reinforcing some colder air that'll pour in. Now, temperatures have dropped to 30 in Howell. Feels like 20 degrees because winds have picked up. 36 degrees in Monroe. It is 27 right now, Port Sanilac. So temperatures are beginning to fall. We have a north to northwest wind gusting to 23 in Pontiac. So we will have some windy conditions as we go through the day today. And with temperatures dropping into the 20s below freezing this afternoon, keep in mind it's going to feel more like the teens when you're outdoors, even single digits by the end of the game. But hour by hour forecast shows quieter conditions now on tap as we push away that leftover snow and things quiet down. When we look at the overnight wind chills, these are wind chills, not temperatures, single digit wind chills to maybe 10 above. And then we'll stay in the single digits with our wind chills throughout the day tomorrow. It just gets bitterly cold by Monday. We've talked about it with wind chills 15 to 20 below on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday could very well be the coldest morning as we start at those temperatures well below zero. So for today, if you are going to be out doing some tailgating, just be aware that, yeah, our temperatures by then, we're going to be in the upper 20s. By the end of the game, teens, but it's all about those wind chills in the single digits. And then tomorrow, too, temperatures around 19 degrees. We factor in even a lighter wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. It's going to keep us to about 8 to 10 values. So we talk about the dangerous cold on Monday. Just a couple of quick safety tips. Most impacted from the cold are the very young and the elderly. Of course, if you're immunocompromised or you have a chronic illness, but you want to protect yourself, dress in loose layers, cover all exposed skin, limit your time outdoors. We're talking about pets too. Safe. And then we start to recover by the end of next week. Stay with us. We're back after the break.